and stood right in front of her. But it was like, there was no one there, so she was like, what is going on? And then he opened his coat and he was naked. Like fully naked, like it out.
The Burberry guys.
Yes!
Today I'm with my Colombian friends and also Indonesian friends, as also Brazilian friends. You might wanna introduce yourself.
Halo, saya Daniel dari Indonesia. Sekarang lagi baru kelar kuliah banget. Dan teman saya ini
Euzinha, meu nome, olá amizade, meu nome é Luísa Kemi, eu sou a Kemi, tudo bem? Eu sou brasileira, tô aqui.
I don't know what to say.
Yes, okay, next. Thank you, next.
Hola chicos, yo soy Osman y soy de Colombia.
Hola chicos, yo soy Dani y también soy de Colombia.
Yeah, and I'm Mutia from Indonesia. Nice to meet you guys. Yay. So, okay, maybe start from how long have you been here, Korea?
I arrived in September last year.
And then Daniel.
I've been here since June 2016.
June 2016. And
I came in August of last year.
Yeah, me too, like at the end of August.
Okay, so what's your proposed came to Korea?
Exchange!
You guys are all exchange students.
At first, I was exchange.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not an exchange student.
So
I'm a full-time student, but I'm doing my master's.
Wow. In medical school?
Yeah, I'm pediatrics.
Wow!
Doctor in the house. You always know.
Yeah. So today we're gonna talk about how Korean treat us as a foreigner in Korea. When you first came to Korea, how they treat you here? Because like you don't know the language.
Yeah,
and
that's
then,
true.
And then I don't think they speak English.
And they taught us like kind of ghosts, because like every time I want to ask like, where's the toilet? They were like, English no. I just like, where's the toilet? And they were like, English no. I was like, yeah, okay. And every time I went anywhere, it's like, it's really hard to speak.
You could do mimics like shh.
I'm like, really? Okay, like that one. And like, maybe.
So, like, I look very, very different from Korean people. I cannot
No, you're
blend
beautiful,
in.
Penny.
I'm not saying I'm ugly, I'm saying
Okay.
I'm beautiful.
My bad.
But like obviously I look zero Korean at all. So people stare a lot, like for their lives. And they like do the up and down stare. They do like a
Judgmental.
and they don't blink. They're like
from your head to toe.
Yeah.
Alright.
And way back, and they do it like 2 or 3 times sometimes.
and then you stare back at them like I caught you looking. Like normally in our countries, people will like, ooh, they caught me. But people are like, you're like, so what? And you're like, oh, this is intimidating. Should I look away? Should I look away? Should I just let them stare? Oh my god.
Like, is that happen with you and Ajashi, or
Ajashis, Ajamas, young ladies, school,
Yeah,
high school, primers, babies.
babies?
Everyone.
You too.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I
babies
was
are the
dark
ones that are like,
previously.
and you're like, Anya, and then they're like, and you're like, Mom. Like, oh no, damn, I scare him. I'm sorry, lady.
I think we have different experiences here.
Yeah.
Hello guys, I'm not Korean, but that's a thing that happens to me a lot, like even to this day. Even Koreans think I look Korean. So when I first arrived, I don't think I had that much of a shock. The problem with me is that I have the inverse shock, because nobody stares at me because I blend with people, but the biggest problem is that if I'm by myself, people speak Korean to me. And I'm like, there was this one time that I was in a store buying stuff with 2 other friends. I got away from them for 2 seconds, and that girl like said something to me and pointed to her finger, and I was like, what should I do next? And when they discovered that I'm not Korean, they're like,
Oh.
she wanted for me to put lipstick on her head. I think I have different experiences whenever they think I'm Korean. Like they're more friendly when they think I'm Korean because like they feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, I remember one time we went clubbing together, but we were only girls. So we were like 5 Colombian girls and Akemi. And we were like dancing in a circle together, and every guy was coming to Akemi first.
Yeah, because I think Akemi, do you have like blend?
I am mixed.
Mixed.
I'm half Japanese, half German.
I think I haven't had like any bad experience, but I do see people staring a lot, especially because like today my hair is not as curly as you usually, so people do stare a lot, and they always ask like, oh my god, do you burn your hair?
Yeah, they do.
Every time.
They do.
Every time.
Every time. My first experience, I don't really have like bad experience first time I came to Korea. They first time they a little bit confused where I came from, like Southeast Asia or China, you know, like China or Japan, because they was asking me with Korean at first, and I was like, 외국인이요, and I was like, I'm from Indonesia, and I was like, you don't look like Indonesian, and it's like, you look like Korean, and I was thinking like, okay, you said, you only say like, you know, like pretty, or like small.
You're pretty for Indonesian, and you're like, what do you mean?
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
you're so pretty to be from your country. It's like, then how the do you think people from my country look like?
yeah, that's what I mean.
So do you think Indonesians are pretty?
Let's bring
Everything.
Let's break everything. While you're living here, is there any like bad experience with you or maybe people around you, especially the foreigner friends, at the subway or at the club or while you working or studying?
I can do it.
I think in subway.
잠깐만요. Let me tell you the story of my people.
Okay.
Every time you were like in Korea and you were like in the subway and it's so packed and you were like in the middle, I'm like nearby of the doors, and people want to go out, they're not gonna say like, excuse me. They were like, poof, poof.
That was very
exactly like
No,
that.
seriously, you will fall from people pushing you.
Yeah, especially I think Adi Ajuma.
Yeah.
So there's like,
the elbow, they're like,
yeah.
I have one like that happened to my friends when I was in the subway. It happened to Camila and Sara when like they're 2 Colombian friends of mine, and we were sitting all together in the subway when it was kind of busy, and we weren't talking, so it didn't look like we were together, and I blend, so they didn't think that I was with them. I was just there, and then the 2 girls, and then there was this woman with a child, and Camila and Sara were like, oh my god, it's so cute. I was dead there, just looking forward, so I really didn't look like I was with them. And this guy, he just went to Camila like straight up, and he said, do you speak English? And she was like, because they were speaking Spanish, and she was like, yes. And he said, if you think he's cute, then you should let him sit. And like he didn't, and there's a seat specifically for pregnant ladies or like children
and children older, only women like pregnant or
there was a
kids.
guy, he was sitting right next to me, in the seat next to me, there was a guy sitting on that seat, and like why the guy didn't talk to that guy, you know? And then when I turned and I looked, and when I started talking to them in Spanish, he was kind of shocked because like he didn't expect, maybe he thought that I was also Korean, and then he felt ashamed, I think, because like I was talking to them.
I don't know why. I think like people at the subway is super sensitive, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know, I just remember when you said club, like that a friend from our university, she wasn't allowed into a club because she was too small.
What? Because she was
I mean, okay,
small.
She
Too
was
short?
too short.
A foreigner.
What do you mean?
Yeah, in the last international party, like the last
How small is
semester.
she?
Oh.
She must be at the other Oh my
Dwarf.
God.
To my belly button.
Oh, I mean, it was because it was like the international party, so the line was really long, so she made all the line and everything. And when she got there, like she couldn't get in because she was too short.
But she's got the alien card and showed
Everything, yeah. She had like everything, and she was dressing like properly.
Oh, that's
So,
bad.
yeah.
I'm so shook that this is a thing.
Am I right?
Because people are kind of shorter.
I'm
here.
shocked.
Yeah, I mean Asians.
Yeah.
We're all like.
Yeah, because
I feel like a giant all the time.
You do.
I don't really have that experience. I don't know why.
Are you ready for my rant? Because I waited last because I have a lot to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you
Okay.
have a lot
Yeah,
to
you have a lot
say.
to say.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh,
It's been
spill the
Because
tea.
I think that from all of us, I'm the one that hangs up more with black people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never hang around black people in Colombia, but I have a lot of black friends here,
Yeah.
and so I have their stories, my stories, and their other Colombian
Okay,
stories.
spill it out. Spill it out.
Okay, 4 years ago, I was with my other Colombian friend, and she is her white color, but she had red hair, and she looks Russian, and I look black or American, African, whatever the people in this country think that I am from, because they only think that there's black people in Africa and America. They don't understand that black people
That's true.
exist
Everywhere.
outside of those continent and country. So this ajashi actually chased us through 4 subway wagons, looking at us.
What?
Like chasing, like
Yeah,
literally
because like
chasing.
he was looking at us in the line, and I didn't notice. And then my friend's like, "Get in quickly!" And I was like, "Why?" And she's like, "This guy's looking at us, like a creepy ajashi." And I was like, "Okay, let's get in." He got in the same wagon, and he was still looking at us like. So we moved 1 wagon, and he moved 1 wagon with us. Then we kept
What?
changing, and he went after us. So in the next stop, we were like, "We're just gonna get off. Like, get up."
Call the CIA.
The FBI.
119.
That's not from my country. They're not gonna help me. Whatever. Okay, so that was 4 years ago. 4 years ago, we were in Hongdae and we wanted to go to a club, but I'm not gonna say the name. There was a line only for men, and there's another one only for women, and there were like 50 men and no women, so we just like got in right, like we were going to get in right away. And then the guard is like, "No, you cannot get in." And it's like, "Why? You're foreigners, only Koreans."
That happens.
That's
a lot.
happened a
And
lot.
then all the guys are like, "No, let them in," because like they're going there like to hunt for girls, and we were the only ones getting in at the moment. And the guard was like, "No, foreigners, go away." So all those black ladies are tired of Koreans just going to them because they have curly hair and just grabbing their hair
Oh, no.
without consent.
Is it real? Cause
Yeah.
I think I heard the same story.
Oh, remember
from
when I was
girls.
in Thursday party? I
Oh,
was just
yes.
sitting there,
Yeah.
and that day she grabbed me and she literally like
Yeah.
pulled it. Ooh.
But it was like a white girl.
Yeah, it was a white girl.
And she pulled it and she was like,
Oh, I
"Is this
remember that
real?"
one. Yeah, is this
And I was like,
Okay, if a Korean just go up to them and like, "Can I touch your hair?"
Yeah.
They will be like,
Okay.
some of them will be like, not okay because they touch it in a way that messes the girls, but like some of them will be like, "Yeah, you can touch it," and show them how to touch the hair, but they just don't touch it. Like in the subway, they're just like, "What?" So this
imagine
lady,
you're being there,
Oh my
and
God.
then a hand comes like,
that doesn't happen to me because I have straight hair now. So they're never curious about my hair because it looks straight, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing amazing about it.
Yeah.
Why would you have to touch like other
Yeah.
people here? I just don't.
but because the
get it.
texture is different.
It's different. They've never seen hair like that.
Oh.
I had a housemate. He's from Senegal. He's super dark.
Mm.
And one day he was going out of the building that we lived at, and this lady was getting in the building. As soon as she saw him, she was like, and ran. Ran the other way.
No.
She ran. No, she didn't like walk away. She ran like sprinted.
No.
Oh my God, no.
Totally opposite experience in the same building. Just like grandpas and grandmas with the small babies, and they would like look at me and tell the kid to say hi to me in English.
That happens. That happens.
And I'll be like, "We have different lives in this building." And you're like, "I hate you."
Yeah, you have like both type of.
I know a
people everywhere.
friend that was actually kicked and hit in the subway because she was a foreigner with no reason.
I mean, like, does she talk her, country language?
No,
Or-
I didn't ask for the details, but we were like ranting about like stuff that happened to us here in Korea, and then she's like, you got it easy. I got hit in the subway. And I was like,
I have a friend. She told me the craziest story. She was going back in the train, and it was late at night, and it was just her and another guy in the wagon.
The
The wagon.
It's a Korean guy.
Korean guy. And she also thought he was kind of cute, so like everything was fine. She was sitting here,
Okay,
and then suddenly he got up and stood right in front of her. But it was like there was no one there, so she was like, what is going on? And then he opened his coat and he was naked. Like fully naked, like out.
The Burberry guys.
Yes, and
They're
like
like
she,
that.
and I said, oh, how did you react? But she's kind of like that type of person that is very like nonchalant, like nothing shocks her that much. She said, I just stood there and waited.
I just gave her and
She pretended she didn't see it, so she was like this.
oh yeah, I was going to this other club in Gangnam. It was like an international like people party, and they have a dress code, but like usually if you have like a striped shirt and you're not showing too much, whatever, because I've seen girls in that club with a cleavage that is like the Korean girls that have like boob surgery. These two black girls, a little bit shorter, a little bit more voluptuous, but with like a striped dress. But the dress was like decent coverage, and they didn't let them in, saying that they didn't fit the dress code. But I like before them, some Koreans were able to get in with like less clothes, and they were like super mad. They were like, dress code, you're just racist. You didn't get me in because I'm black. I'm going to another club, a more expensive one if I want. I was like, you go, girl. I'm just going to this club.
Oh no, not the
Friendship.
I don't know them. I just saw them in the line. They're not my friends, and I was like, Black Power, yes.
I was trying to buy makeup in here because like you know the Korean skincare is like and makeup is like so alike. So I was trying to put the foundation, like check my foundation. Okay, and I was like there was like the girl approached me and she said like, oh, do you want to find foundation for your mother? No, for me. And she directly said like, oh no, Korean makeup like that, your skin darker. So I was like, darker, because like you know it, Korean darker, like I was like, no, lighter. And I was like, okay, thank you, I will go, bye. And I never buy any makeup in Korean.
I would.
They don't care, and like they rock it, like they go with the white face, and then you see the neck, and it's like.
I know
Remember
what
the
you
guy in the
mean.
convenience store?
Yeah.
He was drinking alcohol, so Koreans get really red when they drink.
Yeah.
But he had foundation only from
Yes.
So.
it was red and
It was
then white.
white.
It's like he was wearing a mask.
Yeah.
He was wearing a mask.
Like, forget about blending the neck. No.
No blending here.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You know, like when they're taking a picture with what is it called?
Flash?
Flash, yeah, and then
Yeah,
like
you
you
can
can
see
see
the
the different
the
here
foundation
and
white
here.
and
Yeah.
Flashback Mary?
Flashback Mary, yes.